Hey, sorry. I had to wait till it started recording. Okay. Hey, guys. It's Kiki again. Kiara, Princess Kiki, or whichever one you want to call me. but, welcome back. um, when I looked, I didn't see any comments, so I don't really have anything, I guess, else to say. But this video, about like the last video, but this video I wanted to talk about the EGD, which I meant to do like kind of after the day I got it, but life stuff happened. So, but now I'm doing it now. So, I want to talk about the experience, okay? I'm not going to say the exact hospital that I'm going to get this done because don't want to track me or nothing like that, whether because I know how the internet is. But the hospital I went to, they're kind of what can I say? Their time management is off. It's like you have a set appointment, but you don't get to that appointment until like hours later. Cause the appointment I had for my EGD, at first of all, it was set May 12th, okay? But I guess that date was all booked up, so they had me May 6th. And so they called me May 5th and said, your EGD is tomorrow. You need to be there at 7:30. Like, oh, shoot. So, yeah. But the night before the actual procedure, I can't eat anything past midnight and I can't drink anything 2 hours before the procedure. So, what is it? After midnight hits, can't eat food, but I can still drink until up to 2 hours before. So, like, 5:30 is the cutoff, which was the time we got up to go to the appointment. So, and I only got 2 hours of sleep that night. Bruh, it was rough. But anyway, so we get up, go to the hospital parking lot, and I mostly sleep all the way up until it's time to go up to my appointment. Because I'm tired, because I only got 2 hours of sleep. I went to sleep at like 3 something. So, yeah. Like, as soon as I closed my eyes, my alarm went off to get up. But I didn't even get up at 5:30. I got up around 5:45. So I had like 15 minutes extra sleep because at 6, that's when we had to leave. So I'm like, I got a little bit more time to sleep in. But yeah. So, what is it? Sorry. Hold on a sec. Wait. I was trying to see, do I pause? No. I want this to be a full clip. Okay. So we get there, I sleep in. So it's time to go into my appointment. So we head up to the general surgery clinic. Excuse me. And that's why I signed for my appointment and everything. And so we're waiting there. And so then after I fill out the information, hand it to one of the desk people. They put a band thing on me for information and stuff. So then another lady comes and said, I need a urine sample, which I didn't know I had to do. Otherwise, I would have maybe drank a little some more the night prior, because I didn't even need to go to the bathroom when I woke up. That's how, like, I didn't get any sleep. So I would have probably drunk something like a bottle of water or something before my time if I wouldn't know I had a sample, but I had enough in me to at least get a little bit more. But anyways, a little bit TMI, but whatever. Everybody's got to do it someday. So what is it? That happened. So then we're sitting longer. So then they call me back, and the lady then asks me questions and stuff of like, basic questions, which weight checks me and everything. So then once that's done, I come back to the waiting room, and then the anesthesia person comes to do a interview again of basically the two anesthesia ones, and then like ask some more questions. make sure this is my signature. Like nobody, uh, like forged. What is it? Forged it. I think that's the word. Forged it or nothing. So then, what is it? So what is it? The primary one that we were doing was called the Twilight one, where basically it just makes you loopy, but if you've never been under before, it puts you like right out. And I have never been under anesthesia before. So once I got that in my system, I was done. I was done. I was completely done, but we'll get to that in a little bit. And then the second anesthesia one was like general anesthesia, where it literally completes you completely out, which I think that's the one I'm doing for my main surgery. But for the EGD, since it's like a minor procedure where they're only sticking the tube down your throat into your stomach, that's what they were doing for, they only did Twilight for me. And I was asking, I've never been under before, so I was super nervous. My leg was shaking in the bed when it was time for me to actually go to the procedure thingy. So then after the anesthesia interview, I come back to the waiting room for them to call me back into the actual bed of the waiting area a little bit. It's like, it's the waiting area, but it's the prepped waiting area where they already have you in the gown and everything, and then you're ready to go. So what is it? So then sitting there with my mom talking about what she got at the cafeteria thing for breakfast, because I'm hungry at this point, but can't eat anything because I haven't done the procedure yet. So then once I go in, because my mom wasn't allowed back until I said so, since I am an adult. So I was like, they'll say, it's okay if she comes in? Like, I have to say, yeah. And I'll say, no, that you can't come back. I find that so ridiculous, because I'm like, nah, I need my mama here. But, okay, so I go back. And so the lady was super nice, saying to take off all the clothes, except my underwear, because I was on my monthly. Well, I'm still a little bit on, but I was more on my monthly during that day, so I had to keep my underwear on. Otherwise, I think I had to take that off as well. But anyways, put the gown on. Then I went under the sheets, and so then I just ended up waiting. Like, I had the bonnet on, then I had the socks, the gown. So then by that point I was waiting. I looked at the time, it was only 7:37, so I'm like, okay, this might be a bit quick. So then Mom said, then they asked, like, did you want your mom back here? I was like, yeah, call her back here. And so, fine. It's like, so me and my mom was just waiting in the little prepped waiting room, ready for me to go in. So then, lady come in again, telling all about the thing, and then I had to tell them about this procedure that I'm getting in my words of what it is, which was kind of odd, but I guess they want to know that if I'm coherent, even though I didn't get any anesthesia yet, but they want to make sure I know what I guess I'm talking about. But what is it? So then that happens. We're waiting a long time. I think I'm still like checking the time, kind of at this point. All I know is that it took a really long time. It felt like I was okay, and in that bed, I was watching TV kind of, but I was more so drifting on. Like, I kept waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. I kept going back and forth like that for like a good while. I think like every hour I slept like every hour, woke up a little bit, and went back to sleep. It was a whole mess. I was tired because I'm in this bed and I'm waiting and nervous. So I think like the only thing to calm my nerves is for me to go to freak to sleep. So then after, what is it? Sorry. I'm trying to think. So then the lady comes in and then finally gives me my IV thing. So I don't know if y'all can see this, but this dot right here, this is where they put the IV in. They were gonna do it here, but she couldn't find a vein clear enough, so she just did it in my hand. And so that was to like, and she put the shot in to like numb the IV going in. And it said it's gonna feel like a fire ant sting, and it did feel like a. I've never been stung by a fire ant, but the way it stung, I would think that's what a fire ant would sting like. I mean, I've never been stung by a fire ant before, but now I pretty much now will know if I've been stung by a fire ant. But that was like the numbing thing that I think she put in there for the IV to go in. And the way it was in, it was a bit pressure because like the IV was starting to like flow in there. And the lady that kept coming in, and when I said it was pressure, it's like she was still like she was pressing like, does this hurt any? I'm like, it does, and she would not stop until I said it. I'm like, and I'm already like kind of out of it a little bit because I'm like, there's some medication in that IV. I swear there is, because I was tired. I was like, I'm like, why does she keep pressing? I'm like, I'm so confused. I was all over the place. But anywho, um, she then one of the nurses puts in I think a little bit of the anesthesia in my system, like in the IV thing. So then once it was time for the anesthesia person to come and get me, I was already like super kind of loopy. It's like me and my mom was talking, but I was hearing her, but I don't think I was keeping any of the information in, because at the time I was hearing her. But if you ask me to repeat anything she said at that point, I could not tell you. I would lose all of that money if I bet it on it. Like I would have lost all of it. So then okay. Then so okay. Sorry. They're rolling me into the procedure thing now. So I don't know. I want to let y'all know that it took 5 hours for them to actually get me into the room to do the procedure, and that's because other patient was in there waiting on her husband to get out of the procedure. I don't know what procedure they were doing, but they were doing either the same procedure I was or a different procedure. But something was wrong with the husband during it. So it took like 5 hours for them to actually get to me, like, after the whole thing. But whatever was wrong with that husband, it was crazy because what was wrong that took 5 hours? I don't know what it was, but it took 5 hours. Okay. And mind you, the procedure is only 20 minutes. So, it, so then finally they get me in, and then they give me some more anesthesia, I think they do. Again, foggy, was doped up. Don't get on me if I don't remember everything very clearly. But anyways, so yeah, that they give me a procedure, they might give me some more, and then what is it? I remember them putting the mouth thing on, so when I'm asleep, I don't bite the thing going down my throat. So they have like it open, and I'm biting on it, and then it's like a hole, so they can put it in. Yeah, like oxygen mask. They have these heart rate monitor things on me. Have the blood pressure thing just in case. Have the finger thing, just in case. And because of my nails, it sometimes doesn't read right, and so they might have had to stick it on here, which they didn't. Because she was saying if it feels like something was on my ear, then that's because they had to put the thing on my finger on my ear because it wasn't reading right because of my acrylic nail. But they never had to do it. It stayed on my finger. So then the last thing I remember them doing is them turning me over or something to get me prepped to go in, and then he had to like raise me up a little bit to get the heart rate monitor off my side. And that's literally all I remember. I was done. I was completely done. I was out. You could not. I didn't feel a thing. Not at all. Didn't feel anything. I was done. So when I woke up, I was like, the two nurses was in front of me. It's like, this is a recovery nurse. She's gonna take care of you. And then the recovery nurse asked, do you want your mom in the back with you now? I was like, yeah. I was like, are we done already? He's like, yeah, you finished. I'm like, oh. Bruh, I was done. I'm sorry I'm saying this so much, but I was done. I swear to you, I was done. I He asked, do you want some juice and crackers? I had juice and crackers. Mom was helping me drink the juice. I had the little oxygen. I was so out of it that the oxygen mask, I was trying to put it back on my face. I don't know why I was doing that, but I was done. So then, before I went to the procedure, I had to go to the bathroom, but I was too scared to say anything. So I just went in, having to use the bathroom. But trust me, I was good. So then, when I woke up, I was like, can I use the bathroom? Then I was still a bit wonky from it. This is like after I had put on my clothes and everything. So yeah. It's like, and so I was still a bit wonky. And the nurse and my mom had to help me to the bathroom because I was still a little bit wobbly. I was like, oh, shoot. I was. And I said, like, you good? Like, you don't want to come in there to help? I'm like, no, I'm good. There's a chair here. So it's like, it was right next to the toilet. So if something, like if I did fall, probably, I was able to like kind of get myself back up with the chair. But like I used the bathroom. I opened the door though because after I used the bathroom, I'll put my pants up and everything. Because the IV was still in there. I asked, like, is it okay to wash my hands with the IV? I was like, yeah, it's just like, it's okay. And then wash my hands, then went back. I was able to walk normally now because I'm like a bit more coherent a little bit. But only that short distance because if I would have walked longer, I probably would have been tipping over and stuff. Yeah, though. So mom went and pulled the car around. The nurse came with the wheelchair, so I was able to roll me to the front. It was, I'm I'm kind of weird, okay, but so little stuff that I've never done before was like so fun. I get out. I do go outside. I touch grass. Okay. But like when they were rolling me to the procedure room, that was fun. When they put me in the wheelchair to roll me out front, that was fun. Oh my gosh. I'm so weird when it comes to that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little weird. I'm so weird. But anyways. Okay. I'm trying to remember, is that everything that I was talking about? Yes. I think that was everything, yes. So then we finally came home. I did eat something. I had breakfast food from the cafeteria. I had potatoes. What is it? What was it? It was potatoes, bacon, pork sausage patty. I'm generally trying to remember was there anything else? I don't think so. In the breakfast thing. Then lunch, I had like 8 chicken wings, like honey barbecue from Buffalo Wild Wings, because my dad had went to Buffalo Wild Wings to eat for lunch, and so he brought some back for me. And then also had tater tots. That was pretty good. And that was it. Yeah, that was it. And then finally, when I had the strength to go upstairs and shower, I went to sleep for like 5 hours because I went to sleep at like around 6 p.m. I woke up around 11, and then I was up until like 3 a.m. when I had to work the next day, mind you, which I was completely fine. Like, the only thing that was a bit worrying was that I had a little bit of a sore throat. Sorry. That it wouldn't like kind of go away. But once I went to sleep, it like went away. I was fine. So that was like the only thing that hurted. Is that a word? Hurted? I don't know. That felt bad after the procedure. Use that to hurted. Sound freaking illiterate. But yeah, that's basically it. That's what I wanted to share with y'all about the EGD experience. So I'm on my way to. I have another follow up appointment May 30th. Then I have my May 31st. I can pig out, eat whatever I want to eat, and then June 1st to June 14th is my 2-week liquid diet, and then I get my surgery. I'm about to be skinny mini. I was like, I truly do need this surgery. I was thinking like, I kept going back and forth with like all the way up to this procedure of like, do I really want to do this? Because it's like a life changing thing. It's like there's this. Well, you can come back from it, like you stretch your stomach out, but for me, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to show people that I can do this. I can be who I want to be. I can show people and I can show myself that I really can do this. So, and I already did the EGD, so, and that kind of showed me that the actual surgery isn't going to be that bad. Even though when I wake up I am going to feel pain, but sorry, I said a part in there that I wasn't really supposed to say, so I had to cut that part out. But basically, I've heard that it's supposed to feel like period cramps. So yeah, I'm nervous and excited again, but I will follow you guys up on anything else. Kisses. Bye. I know it's kind of abrupt to stop on, but I don't know really else what to say. But bye, guys.